Hello there, everybody, and I have a bit of an update slash shameless self-promotion, so if you don't bear with me here. For those of you who've been following my Twitter, some of you may know that I'm going through a bit of a semi-rough time right now. Nothing really too serious or anything like that, but long story short, my best friend of nearly 24 years, whom, except for about 8.5 months of my life, have never lived more than 3 miles away from me, is moving 2,500 miles across the country. So obviously I will not be seeing her anymore, which is news that very, very much saddens me because, like I said, she's been my best friend for a very, very, very long time. She was one of my first few friends, and we've never lived this far apart. Even when I was away from her for several months, I was only about 2 hours away. So, needless to say, I am greatly saddened by this news. I know it is out of necessity. Long story short, the job market here is terrible, and she needs a job because she's a single mother. So, as a result, I haven't been quite myself because I feel like a part of me has gone missing, even though she hasn't even left yet. So, it's been kind of hard. I know it's not going to get any easier once she actually leaves, so I've been trying to spend as much time with her as I can while she prepares for her move, and as a result, I've been kind of engrossing myself in a lot of crafting projects lately. Even though I was doing this casually a little bit before, but now I'm really getting into it just because I need to take my mind off things, and you probably noticed a little bit of a less frequent upload for videos, and it's mostly because I'm just not in the mood to actually physically talk. At the time, I have no problem like having typing conversations, but if I'm not in the mood to actually speak out loud, recording is very, very difficult. So I usually avoid doing that during those times, which have frankly been quite a lot lately, which is really sad. But um, she's leaving sometime at the end of the summer, probably around when PAX Prime happens, which is where I am. Obviously, I will be attending, and it will be one of my chances to see some of my few remaining friends, because I don't really have a lot of friends in real life, and I have even less so that I can actually physically see, because obviously most of them live in various parts of the country. So going to cons is one way I can see a bunch of them, which is totally awesome. However, PAX Prime is very expensive for me to get to. Between travel costs and the hotel and feeding myself and obviously buying cool stuff that's there, because y'all know you can't resist doing that when you're at a convention. Um, it's a little tight on the finances. To give you a rough idea, my rent is not cheap by any means, and it costs me about the equivalent of 2 months' rent for 1 week just getting to Seattle and back. It's quite the heavy dent on the wallet, and for the most part, I can afford it, but for various other reasons regarding my job, which that's another story in and of itself there. I need to be able to save as much money as I can, just in case the worst happens regarding my job. It may or may not, but I need to be prepared in case of that happening because it is a real possibility. I don't want to get into details or anything like that, but um, so what I intend to do is some of these craft projects, I am trying to actually sell them, make other people happy, and obviously that will supplement some of my finances and things like that, and that way I don't have all these crafts sitting in my house and not giving them a good home, because part of the fun of making crafts is actually giving it to somebody who will enjoy it. Not that I don't enjoy it myself, but crafting can be the amount of crafting I've been doing can be quite the somewhat expensive hobby, unless you actually end up selling it to somebody or giving it to your close friends, which I have done in the past. So I've been trying to post some examples of my work at my DeviantArt account, which I've had forever, but there hasn't been anything really on it till recently. And I also have a Tumblr account now. Both links are in the description. My Tumblr account will also have various fandom rantings, so for those of you who've been looking forward to the Final Fantasy IV After Years analysis rambling thingy, that will eventually be posted there as soon as I get it done. I have to fix a lot of it because there's a lot of fangirl ranting in there, and I sound rather incompetent, so I need to fix that, and that's been a very slow progress. I have posted a couple Final Fantasy V blurbs on there, and there will be more forthcoming. I just want to wait until I've actually announced that I have this instead of just on my Twitter, which has pittance for followers compared to the amount of people who will probably actually watch this. So I've been kind of waiting to just pimp that out a little bit. Follow me if you like. You don't have to, but I would really appreciate if you at least check it out. Give me 20 seconds of your time. But I'll be posting pictures of my crafts and stuff there. There's a couple there already, and I have more in progress. Part of the problem is I have to wait till the right time of the day to take pictures because the lighting in my apartment is terrible. And I'm not very good at taking pictures anyway. So I have to wait till I have the right amount of lighting. But one of the biggest examples of things I have, which I'm insanely proud of, is this little guy right here. He's adorable, isn't he? He's a tissue box cover. He's a little hollow. And basically you just slap him on one of those like cube like things of like Kleenex or puffs or whatever. Thankfully, all cubed shaped tissue boxes generally tend to be the same size, and you just slap them over and he makes them look all pretty. So when you go to blow your nose, or somebody punches you in the face, and actually no, that's not a good thing to say. I was gonna make a bloody nose reference. That's not cool. Sorry. I rant about things all the time. So you get a spider you need to kill and flush down the toilet, or you gotta blow your nose, or anything like that. Every time you need to grab a tissue, you can pull it out of this little guy's head, pretend it's his little brain matter, and he'll make your house look all pretty. And I promise he won't blow anything up. He won't sneak up on you or anything like that. As you can see, his brain matter has been removed and replaced with tissue, so he's effectively a moron now. But an adorable moron. So, the pieces just snap together and everything like that, so you don't even need any glue. And which also means I can flatten it, and it will be somewhat cheap to ship actually, so he's pretty damn adorable. I have another one too, which is not as good as I knock over stuff on my desk. That's not good. And I have more in progress with more ideas, and I will be taking like custom orders on things like this, so if you like the idea but just want something a little different, that is totally doable. I'll probably post the details on my Tumblr account just because I can more easily post a wall of text there. So, obviously these are all made from perler beads, which are just, little beads just melted together. I've gotten pretty good at actually making things like this. For those of you who, I posted text progress on my Twitter account throughout, like most of April and part of May. I actually made a sword out of these things, which actually went over really well at the con. I brought it to Anime Boston, and I intend to bring it to PAX Prime if I can find a way to get this thing to get there and back in one piece, because it's nearly 3 feet long. But I kind of want to make another custom weapon, so if anyone wants a cheap custom weapon made out of perler beads that you can swing around at people at cons, it's very lightweight, I can make one of those things too. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying making these things a lot lately, and it's really been really good for me taking my mind off, my friend leaving and all that, and keep me from going into like a full-on depression over this, because like I said, for me this is a huge life change, because she's always been there for me, and we're the kind of people who can call each other up like anytime you need. It's like, hey, I need to talk, do you want to run some errands and everything like that. So her and I have been heterosexual life partners for a very, very long time. Pretty much as far back as since we were like 14, maybe a little even younger than that. So we've been, not only have we been best friends since we were about 5.5, ever since I started kindergarten, for crying out loud. She's also been, for most of it, my best friend in the whole world. Yeah, we've had our share of fights and everything like that, but she's basically a part of me, and I will miss her dearly. So I've been, like I said, engrossing myself in this. And as much as I enjoy just making them to make them, it can be an expensive habit. So that's one thing I'm trying to sell them for. So I can make, instead of just making my apartment look pretty, I want to make you guys' home look pretty. And things like that, and make your stuff look cute. And that way you're boring old bedroom or house or whatever. It can have a little decoration, and then when your friends come over, they will be like, oh, that's kind of cool. Where did you get that? Or at least I'm hoping that will happen. That will totally make my day, even though they won't be there to actually see that happen. So yeah, so links in the description below. I'll have details posted in there. So if you're interested in anything like this, please, please, please let me know. And apologies for the somewhat shameless self-promotion here, but um, like I said, going kind of through rough times, a little bit financially and emotionally, and something like this will really benefit me. And obviously, like I said, you can make your apartment or room or bedroom or house or whatever, or even buy one for one of your neighbors or your friends. Spread a little sunshine around and everything like that. So thank you guys for sticking me out through this video. Just check out the links below and whatnot, and hopefully you'll see more videos from me pretty soon. I have one I'm going to set to record tomorrow morning. So thank you so much for all your support and everything, guys, and I shall see you later.